Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
মোরে মলুয়া কোনে মারিলা হায় ও হায় মোর মলুয়া হারি যতর যতর করে তাই হায় ও হরি যতর আনি দিলু ময় হায় ও হরি ও যতর ধরি ধরি কাঁদে মোর মলুয়ারি মোরে মলুয়া কোনে মারিলা হায় ও হায় মোর মলুয়া হারি
Sir, you cannot proceed by this route any further. You must turn back at once.
What do you mean by this insolence? This is a free path. I go where I please. And I'm not used to being dictated to.
I'm sorry, sir. This route has been declared dangerous. I have my orders to follow this for your own safety.
Whose orders?
The police commissioner, sir.
Oh. I see. All right. I'll turn back and take another route. But mind you, I'm doing this only for the commissioner. Because he happens to be my friend, you understand?
Thank you, sir.
By the way, you haven't told me the reason for declaring this route dangerous.
Sir, it's suspected that a group of militants are camped somewhere in this forest. They have been pronounced anti-national and dangerous. And I've got orders to capture them at sight.
Turn around.
Friends, I'm very happy to see that so many of you have come forward today to join us in our fight against the forces that are trying so hard to suppress our voices. Our ideals are the same, my friends. Our goal is but one: to free our motherland from the shackles of the British. Today, my friends, I would like to introduce you to our comrade from the Surma Valley, Pinakida.
Namaskar.
Pinakida, my friends, is a member of the famed Yugantar group, and he's here today to help us organize our group in a better way and to guide us to function in a more cohesive and united manner. Pinakida, please.
Comrades, I'm deeply honored to be here on this momentous day. Mangal and I have decided to name your group Shakti Sangh. If anyone has any objection, you may please raise your hands. If not, repeat after me. Jai Shakti Sangh!
Jai Shakti Sangh!
Now, friends, Pinakida will call out the aims and objectives of our newly formed organization, and all of you will follow and take the oath. Now, let us all stand up, friends, and repeat after Pinakida.
The life of every individual member shall be under the control of the party.
The life of every individual member shall be under the control of the party.
Everyone shall be in readiness to take over any duty at any moment.
Everyone shall be in readiness to take over any duty at any moment.
Everyone shall recruit one new member every week.
Every member shall recruit one new member every week.
Now, I propose that Mangal Das should be the newly appointed leader of the Shakti Sangh.
Jai Mangal Das! Jai Shakti Sangh!
देवता देवता
कुसुम
Look at this nonsense. Utter nonsense. Kali Prasad has gone too far. Only because I am a benevolent publisher and I have given him a free hand, it doesn't mean he can write whatever comes to his mind. All our trade and commerce is in the hands of foreigners. We must boycott outside goods and become self-sufficient. The need of the time is to achieve economic swaraj. All this is fine. And look here. Here he writes, we shouldn't employ migrant workers in our tea plantations. Really, Kali Prasad has lost control of himself.
Dada, don't misunderstand Kali Prasad. I think he's only trying to underline the fact that the Assamese should protect the interests of their own people.
And face bankruptcy? What does he know of running a tea plantation? Ha! He can't even run the Batori properly. Look here, Kusum. If we don't employ migrant workers in our tea plantations, do you think we will be able to produce even 1/4 of our output?
I know, Dada. I know it is so difficult to coerce the local workers to earn a livelihood for themselves. It is a pity, isn't it? If only they understood, Assam would really prosper.
I am leaving.
But you haven't even had your tea yet.
I'll rush to Kali and ask him to go easy.
You mean ask him to suppress the truth?
No, I will only ask him to write the actual truth. Colin! Tell Rambabu to meet me at the river ghat. I am going into town.
Jitwa, today I'm in a very good mood. Last night was really exciting. I captured a wild male elephant. Do you know it was a tusker who was rampaging all the villages around the forest? Arey, Jitwa, you never smile, huh? At least look excited hearing this news. It is not often that you find brave men like me around these areas. What do you say?
Sorry, Devta. It was really a brave act indeed. You are right, Devta. People hardly pay attention to hunts anymore. Times have changed, Devta.
Where is Devta? He's not to be seen?
He left home very early in this morning without having breakfast.
What?
Well, I don't really know, sir.
You rogue! Is there anything happening in this house about which you don't know?
Well, he has gone to the Mukta Batori office.
To the marketplace? So early in the morning? Why the urgency?
He has to do something with an article in the newspaper.
Kali Prasad again. Devta just doesn't know where to draw the line between business and friendship. I've warned him several times about Kali's inflammatory writings, but Devta just doesn't seem to pay attention.
Old school, Devta. Old school. Raisa values the tradition of friendship dearly.
As far as I can see, this friendship is going to cost him dearly.
Devta, Chandravati Baidev is waiting for you in the backyard.
What? Chandu, why have you come here? And so early in the morning? I hardly got out of bed and I was told that you're here. Why did you come here?
To see you, of course.
Thank God it's only Jitwa who's seen you. All hell will break loose if Kusum Pehidev sees you. You must go. Leave now.
No,
Leave.
No, Rudra, I've just arrived. I've driven 30 miles to see you and parked my car outside the estate and walked all the way here to meet you. And is this how you greet your loved one? Where have you been since last 3 weeks?
Oh, my darling Chandu. You're playing with fire. You're not supposed to visit me here. That was a rule between us.
But I've been missing you, Rudra.
We both know that we meet in town. Coming to my house is forbidden. You should control your emotions. And leave. Leave now.
Cheat, liar, hypocrite. The entire town knows that we are lovers, as if I'm the only one. The tea gossip says that you have some Ruth Warren tucked away in Calcutta as well. Can you deny it? Tell me, Rudra. You stopped seeing me all these days because you were just busy flirting around in Calcutta with that Anglo-Indian.
Stop getting hysterical and lower your voice. My darling Chandu, forgive me. You know nothing can come between us. Not Ruth Warren, not your marriage. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I know I've been a little negligent of late, but I'll make it up for you. I'll call up Raghav and tell him that I'm going to spend a night with you at his townhouse this weekend. Satisfied?
Oh, thank you, Rudra. I'll make some excuse to my husband and slip away that night.
And don't get caught. And now you leave as silently as you've come. Leave now.
Forget the sacrifices in the past of our great Assamese martyrs Maniram Diwan and Pioli Phukan, who laid down their lives for the freedom of our country. Our Naga queen, Rani Gaidalu, was transported for life imprisonment just because she wanted freedom of our country. More and more of us, Assamese and Indians, must come forward to liberate India from the hands of British imperialists. The sacrifice of Maniram Diwan and Pioli Phukan must not go waste. And in this struggle for freedom, we require your united support. Today the British are ruling over us because we have accepted their domination unquestioningly. British are exploiters. They have taken away all our revenue by severe taxation. And they will continue to do so as long as we bend under their supremacy. Our main means of revolt is non-cooperation. English will resort to violent means, and they are doing so, but we fellow Indians must follow the path of forbearance and stand up against their tyranny. We must pass through this taste of fire with an iron will and supreme determination. Don't consider yourself powerless. Remember what Gandhiji has told all of us. We Indians have the mightiest unique weapon of ahimsa, non-violence. And with ahimsa, our victory is certain. We Indians have the spiritual power within us. So all of you, men and women, young and old, girls and boys, come out of your houses. Awaken the conscience of the people. Awaken your country. And let us all be prepared even to die in order to let our fellow Indians live in a free country. Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande Mataram! Vande
Don't you see, Kali? That a direct confrontation with the British means disaster. Think, Kali, think. What will happen to Assam's economy?
Durgada, listen.
Kali, Calcutta and all its facilities to us will be cut off. You know, all our financial and auction centers are in Calcutta.
Durgada, what I am trying to say is, if we don't preserve our identity, the Assamese race will become extinct.
My views are clearly defined. It is imperative to achieve economic self-sufficiency.
And how are you going to achieve that? By suppressing the Assamese spirit? The Assamese race has lost everything. Its land, its property, its wealth, its happiness, even its own voice.
But why don't you admit, Kali, that the Assamese lack commercial sagacity and professionalism? The spirit of enterprise is woefully lacking in the Assamese people.
I disagree. You can't generalize the issues. Why don't you admit that the English has denied Assam its own official language? Don't you think it's criminal? Our youth, they don't have the university of their own here. All of them, they have to go out of Assam for studies. We don't have a high court. Our communication is in doldrums. Why all that? We don't have a bridge over the river Brahmaputra. And where does our revenue from land, field, jute, tea goes? It goes after Assam. Absurd.
Please, please stop lecturing me. You are painting British only as exploiters. Tell me, where was Assam before they came? All our tea, our railways, our oil, everything is because of the British only.
Durgada, your type of bourgeois entrepreneurs, they have prospered only by sheer dependence through British contacts. You have no political vision at all.
Why should I have? I am not a social policeman, nor a Gandhi. I am in business.
You are blindly loyal to the English. And see the end result? Title Rai Bahadur.
Kali, I let that pass because you are a friend.
Sorry. But I guess truth is always bitter.
Anyway, I'm leaving. Don't forget, Kali. Don't let Mukt Baturi lose its existence. It is in your hands.